So now I'm going to show you how to adjust the trigger point on the circuit. So right now we have two sources, both yellow and green. And yellow is being labeled as source 1 in here, and green is as source 2. So if we press this button called trigger, then above we will see that right now we are having our trigger as source 1, which is the yellow line. And so what the trigger does is that whenever it detects a signal on the corresponding label, so whenever there's a line, let me show you here. So when we adjust the trigger here, we can see a line. So what it does is that whenever it detects source 1 on this orange line, it will just stop on the oscilloscope to help you to do some wherever you want, the data observation or wherever you want. So right now, but what happens if we move the line? So when we move the trigger line below or above the source 1 that we are pointing to, so since right now it's not detecting any source 1 on that line, so the signals will just keep running and running. And however, we can always change the source to another source, such as let's change it to source 2. So in here, when we click the source button here, and when we do another click, and then after that we can press, so right now we are changing it to source 2, and we can always change the line back to source 2. And right now, because we are triggering on source 2, and that's why it stops. So this is the way that we change it here, and we can always change it back to go off source 2. And at this point, since the trigger is not detecting any signals on source 2, so you would just allow the circuit to keep running, to keep updating new data into the circuit, into the screen.